Hello, I'm Tom Rinaldi. Early in my career, I was at Duckhorn Vineyards, so I was the original winemaker there. Patent Wine is our family wine now, and we are very proud that we make a Sauvignon Blanc, a Rosé from Cabernet Sauvignon, and a Cabernet Sauvignon. We try to make consistent, harmonious wines that we can be very proud of. We're very focused on quality to value. I like to say I have a $100 palate, but I usually get 50% off. We try to make these wines affordable and quite enjoyable as much as any of the big boys in town. This is our 2023 Sauvignon Blanc, and it is a delightful, delicious wine. If you don't mind my saying, we capture the acidity and the fresh fruit. I call it vanilla, but it really enhances the grapefruit citrus characteristics that Sauvignon Blanc can have if they're from ideal regions. And we only pick from ideal regions. This particular one is primarily Yountville, just below the hills. So the fruit comes in just spectacular. The important part is that there's a field blend. We have some Semillon and Muscat within the vineyard that are all adding to the characteristics of a white Bordeaux, if you will, a very special white wine in the Napa Valley. Our Rosé is, we make very little of it, but it's to concentrate the Cabernet Sauvignon grapes so that we're bleeding off right after harvest, right after crushing the pink juice to be fermented on its own at a cool temperature, never more than 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And it produces delightful pink hue and a obvious Cabernet Sauvignon characteristic in the aromatics. It's quite floral. I'm getting carnations and just flower characteristics. This wine is very popular. We don't make very much of it, and it's a fun wine, and it moves very quickly. It's one of our most popular. Someday maybe we'll make enough for the whole world, but we'll see. Cheers. Cabernet Sauvignon, I call it the king of the Napa Valley. It is the most sought after grape and most sought after wine, and has the greatest potential for making a wine that is very rich, balanced, and potential of aging 20, 30, 40 years in an ideal cellar. These wines, when they're balanced, will have characteristics that are enjoyable, especially with, I say anything grilled. This wine's one of the smallest AVAs in the Napa Valley. It's called Oak Knoll. It's between Yountville and Napa, and there's certain areas there that Cabernet just shines. I'm picking up characteristics of cedar, although we don't touch it with cedar, I promise. The oak gives it a vanilla characteristic, vanillin, often described as vanillin, and really enhances the floral note of the aromatics. And we make the wine so that they're not scary tannic. We want them to be relatively softer on your palate, and so that we don't extract as much as we could. The wines are always balanced and enjoyable, even in their youth.